Hey guys, so I don't usually do the live stuff on the weekends, but been encountering just a lot of stuff lately, and I thought there would be some really important things we could cover. So, 10 commandments of buying. And I'm sure these are not all of them, but these are some high points and some important points. The first one, buy when it's right for you. Don't buy because your friends are buying. Don't buy because rates are so low. Don't buy because a house that looks fantastic came on. If it's not a right time, a good time for you to buy, don't buy. We sometimes will tell people, hey, if you're not going to be here for the next 2-3 years, you probably shouldn't buy a home, you should rent. So buy when it's right for you. 2, get pre-qualified. Now, a lot of agents will go, I'm not even going to show you houses until you're pre-qualified. There's a reason for that. A, they don't want to waste your time. They don't want to waste their time, yes. But also, they don't want to get in a situation where you fall in love with the house and you're not pre-qualified and the house you're in love with gets scooped up. So if you're pre-qualified and all your ducks are in a row, that means you're ready to go when you find the one. Also, you want to make sure you're not looking in the wrong price range. You don't want to look under where you should be or above where you should be and get your hopes up and be disappointed. 3 is going to solve a lot of your problems. Find a good real estate agent and be loyal to them. I got a call the other day about a listing we have, and they're like, hey, we'd love to see this house. And I always say, okay, great. Are you working with an agent? And the response was, well, I mean, kinda. No. If there's an agent that has been showing you houses and spending their time and understands what you're looking for and understands your price range and your loan type, which can be impacted by house condition, stick with that agent and be loyal. It is always better to make good decisions on the front end, interview agents, pick a good agent, and then stick with them because they are going to know and understand your needs. Number 4, know your time frames. And I've had this happen and I've made it work, but if your lease is up in 30 days, you may not have enough time. I've made it work. I've done it. But you want to make sure you know your time frames, everything from when you would be able to close, how many days. Closings typically take 30 to 45 days. If your lease is up in 3 months, you need to start looking. The other piece of time frames is know the time frames within your contract. So everything happens on specific time frames in real estate. So you get your inspections within specific time frame. You negotiate your repairs in specific time frame. When you submit offers, there's a deadline to respond by. So there are all these very specific time frames in real estate, and a good agent will guide you through that, but be aware of those time frames. The other thing is understand search criteria and how search criteria works. So I have people that go, I want an open floor plan. Okay, great. I get it. And we can keep an eye out for that. But I can't set a search criteria for properties based on open floor plan. Even things like that you would think we could, and we can, but like a fenced yard. Well, guess what? If the agent who enters the listing doesn't put it in right, you may have missed out on the perfect home because it didn't say it had a fenced yard. Do you see what I'm saying? So we have to be very careful about the search criteria that we put in. So be aware of how search criteria works. There are some things that realtors can't mess up, can't forget, can't data entry error, like a zip code you want. Bedrooms and bathrooms, although I've seen it happen, that's not typically something there would be a mistake on. So understand how search criteria works and work with your agent to make sure what yours is, and then what those other items are, like open floor plan. I had a guy who said, I want lots of natural light. No, let your agent know that. Kelby, yeah, you get it. Kelby's a realtor in another state. She's with ERA, but she totally gets it. Okay, number 6, try to back down the emotion. Try to, and I mean that in so many ways, and my next one's going to be negotiation. Try to take some of the emotion out of it. Make sure you fall in love with the right house and that it's right for the right reasons. It's not because it's the one your mom says you should buy, or it's in your best friend's neighborhood. Or I've seen people walk in and go, oh, we love it. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know all the furnishings go with the seller, right? Like, don't fall in love with people's stuff. Figure out the things you can't change. Focus on those. Focus on your deal breakers. Oftentimes you can't change a floor plan. Sometimes you can. Oftentimes you can't. You can't change a location. Focus on things you can't change. Don't get caught up on furnishings or paint colors or even flooring. Those things can be changed. So try to keep your emotions in check and even your excitement level. Like, I see buyers like get excited and get in a hurry, and sometimes that's why they call an agent who is not their agent, because they're in a hurry and they're excited. Check your emotion and make sure your communication is clear and that you understand your needs and you're not getting caught up in the feelings of it all. Reminded me of a Drake song when I said that. So the other thing is negotiation. I love to negotiate, do not get me wrong, but it is not about winning. Do not get in a situation where you are focused on winning and you miss out on a house over $5,000 and it's a $700,000 house. Or you miss out on something because they want to keep the fridge and you want the fridge. Do not miss out on the right house because you get emotional about negotiating and it becomes about winning. For every $1,000 you go up in purchase price, you're looking at about $5 to $7 in your payment. So when you get stuck on a number, ask yourself, do I want to miss out on this house for $15 more a month? Think about that. Think big picture, and don't get caught up in the winning of negotiation. Okay. Don't overbuy. Do not, I'm a Dave Ramsey person. Do not overbuy. You know, don't get so much house that you can't enjoy your life, that you can't go to dinner, you can't have good wine, you can't travel the world. You can tell where my priorities are at. So make sure that you get a house that is in your price range and that you're comfortable with. Your lender may go, you're approved up to here. Well, guess what? Where you really might want to be or need to be might be here. So be smart about that. Don't overbuy. Do over plan. Over plan. Plan ahead. Plan to have your utilities transferred. Plan to go ahead and get pre-qualified. Know your time frames and when you want to be in a house. Know your close date. Plan your movers. Now keep in mind, things can change. Close dates and contracts are target dates. If everybody's working towards a closing and there's a delay and we're all still working towards closing, it says on or before, but sometimes we're going in good faith and we're trying to hit a close date. Sometimes another closing gets delayed. But the important thing is know your time frames, whether it's your, know your time frames, but plan. Make sure you over plan. Make sure you sit down with your agent and you have a timeline figured out and you have that in your head. So again, that does go back to knowing time frames. But so over plan. And then number 10, ask questions and be accountable. This is big stuff. And we don't have to tell you that. You know, this is the biggest purchase of your life, the biggest financial decision of your life to sell. Ask questions and be accountable. An agent's going to go over things with you, and you need to be in the driver's seat. If you're not sure about something, you pipe up, you ask. If something doesn't make sense, you have them explain it. We are your advocate, and we are here to educate you and to help you and to be your advocate and to be in your corner. But you've got to be accountable and you've got to ask questions and be in the driver's seat and communicate. Do not be, I have some people that sometimes go, well, I'm sorry I have so many questions. What? That's literally my job. Ask all the questions and, you know, keep your agent on the hook. They're there for you. So those are the 10 commandments of buying. If you want me to email those to you or have questions about them, reach out to me anytime. But I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm getting ready to go show property with buyers. So if you guys ever need real estate help, reach out anytime. We would love to help. Thanks. Have a good weekend.